Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Ma'am Anissa Street as our lecturer and all of my friends who watch this video. Okay, now we are from group 8. Yeah, we will discuss about test specification and also table of specification. Okay, before that, my name is Melanium and my partner Desi Dwi Mas Julianti and Ira Charmelita Naibaho. I will be the first presenter, so let's go to the first material. Okay, so test specification. Okay, test specification are iterative, generative. We can call it also blueprint of test design. They are written at the item level and allow test developers or item writers to produce new version of a test for different tests and taking population. Yeah, and test specification have some point. The first one is event and activities. So event and activities here. So what event and activities that your test you will give to your student? For example, reading test, yeah, writing test, and then what activities, yeah, will be in that test. Okay, and then the second one, what modes, yeah, that you will use it refers to the media. Or you will use the Google form, yeah. So you can choose the mode that's suitable for your student, so they can take the examination easily. Okay, so as creative as you can. And then the third one is the channels. Okay, so the specification have some point. Okay, the first one is event and activities. So event and activities here, so what event and activities that you will test to your student? For example, yeah, you will have to test about reading text. Okay, so the activities is reading text, and the event, so what method that you will use in the activities, in the reading text, and also many others. Yeah, and then the second one is the mode. So what kind of test? Okay, is it writing, is it reading, is it listening, or is it speaking, or is it grammar? Okay, and then the channel. So the channel is the media. So what channel that you will use in your test? Okay, is it a Google form? Are you using maybe you will have a Zoom? So the channel that you will use, yeah, and then the media, and you can choose it as creative as you can, so your student can easily to do that task. And then the topic area. So what, for example, if you using you will task about reading skill for your students, so what topic area? Okay, what kind of text? For example, is it a narrative text, or and then what moral value in that text? Okay, and then the last one is the test task. Okay, so what kind of test, what type of test that you will use? Yeah, what type of test that you will use? For example, is it a true false question? Okay, is it reading, and then is it a multiple choice? Okay, so that's the point of the test specification. So we go the last part, yeah, from my explanation, that is about the purpose of test specification. So the purpose of test specification is to informing the student what they may expect to find on the examination and how they can best prepare on well on it. Yeah, so the student can know, oh, this material that will be test by my teacher, oh, the kind of the examination is multiple choice, for example. Oh, the test will be reading about the narrative text, so they can prepare well for the examination, so they can get the best score. Okay, I think that's all from me. We go to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ira Charmelita Nebaho. Okay, I will continue the presentation. Now we are going to talk about a task specification table. Okay, next. Our task specification table will be like this, okay? And I will explain it with detail. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, there are events and activities. The first is reading the text. Of course, the student must read the story or material before answer the test, right? Okay, number 2 is using scanning or skimming reading skill. As we know, skimming and scanning are reading techniques that use rapid eye movement and keywords to move quickly through text for slightly purpose. So, what is skimming reading skill? Okay, skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the text material, and then scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. Okay, next, number 3. Understanding of the main content of the text. Okay, after the student read the material and using scanning or skimming reading skill, they must understand the main content of the story or the text. Number 4 is getting specific information. Yep, this is the point. After students understand the material, they must get specific information from the text or the story. Okay, the last is identify the structure and language of the text or material. So, in this task, the teacher hopes the student can identify the structure and language of the text or story. So, example, the text is kind of narrative text. So, the structures such as setting, characters, conflict, plot, and resolution. Okay, next is mood. As we know from Mela presentation that mood is the skill that are going to be tested. So in here we are using reading skill for all of event and activities. And then next, our text will be talk about the story of Malin Kundang. And this text is kind of narrative text. Okay, next. For channel, we are using digital or online platform, that is Google Form. And the topic areas, that is about narrative, moral, value. And for the tasks and format, because we are going to test reading skill, so we use objective tests and objective tests such as multiple choice, gap filling, true and false. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Desi Dwi Mas Julianti, and now I will continue our presentation. It's about media. Let's come to the test with media. Okay, in this video, we are going to use Google Form as a media. Google Form is very effective at finding answers from many people online. For example, a teacher can create a Google Form that contains text questions. Next, how to make online question with Google Form. For the first, make sure you already have a Gmail account. And the second, Google Form can be accessed directly through the site. And then, in this part, we can click the icon in the top center to define the tab. Like this. Yeah, your question is very interesting with this tab. Okay, next. In the form, without the title, we can type the title. For example, question 1. And for description, TLE. Okay, next. Click on the second column to type in the question. Like this. Name. Okay, if you want to add a picture to this question, you can click the image account. Like this. Next. There are many forms of question that we can choose from, such as short answer, paragraph, and multiple choice. Okay, we click required if it's mandatory. Okay, next. Then click the add icon below to add a new question. And click again. Click question again. Okay. I use drop down for the first option is 7A, and the second option is 7B, and the last option is 7C. Okay, next. Don't forget to click this if it's mandatory. And then to enter the session 2, click this square icon below, because we are going to create a question or quiz. Then we click the point 3. Then we set the setting and we select the quiz. This activate this as a quiz like this. Then click save. Drop down to the second part. In the section without the title, we type again We fill in and continue creating questions like the first part. Then we can add image if necessary and click this icon. And we search the image and wait for a minute. Finish like this, and don't forget to click this. And next, click the blue check mark to add a point, then click on the correct option. For example, we choose Malin Kundang and then click finish if it's true. Okay, next click the first icon to add question 1 again. Well, this question same as the previous in the assessment. Okay, don't forget and do same like the previous week. Okay, it's finished. 278. We click the right arrow next to burst icon. This now to send it via email or link, you just click this and then fill in the blank your email like this and subject like this and click if it's necessary, and if not, it's optional. Okay, next click send